This is a big moment for us Halo fans. This is huge. There's news today that came out. There's been leaks, consistently coming out before this, and here is the pinnacle of everything, the Ether. So welcome to the Ether. It's a channel. I am Trey Swish. I'm a huge Halo fan. It's what even inspired me to do content in the first place. So I'm gonna be breaking down what just happened. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. Go straight to the source. What's happening?
Chris Matthews, take one. Mark.
This is Casey Wu, take one. Mark.
I was told that I can just be my authentic self, Chris.
That's good. I think I'm gonna say this real quick. I've had issues with 343. I've not even just 343. I've had issues with the direction that Halo has gone in the last, well, since Halo 4. Like there's parts of Halo. I'm a Halo fan, right? I could take parts of Halo and enjoy Halo, any Halo game, right? But I could pick it apart all day too. So this is interesting. I don't recognize any of these people yet. He looks familiar, but I mean, these don't.
There's so much to do and so much fun to be had.
There's John. Okay.
That I feel like I never run out of things to do.
I love intricate stories that take place across lots of different worlds, have lots of different meaningful characters.
Okay.
What made Halo
Ooh, look at those
successful
bangers
at the beginning? What is the legacy of Halo, and what's the soul that we want to bring forward, and what's
that shit slap? That's what made it successful, baby.
the craft of making Halo games, and how do we set our studio at best to go deliver on that?
Okay, deliver a game that's fully polished, have a direction, and stay with the direction throughout 3 games of a series. It needs to feel like Halo, right? These are all things that are very important.
We knew we had to make a change in order to take us into the future.
When I first
Make a change.
heard about Halo moving on Unreal Engine, my first thought was,
Wait, it says Halo Studios. What?
this is going to be
Whoa. Did 343 just get fired?
a really hard secret to keep.
I think
Oh
fans
my God, what?
are going to be excited about the future of Halo because of the possibilities that are afforded us by using Unreal.
Before
I didn't even look at the title of this video. Unreal. Oh, shit. So they're going to Unreal. So they go. Okay. So what are they doing first with Unreal?
we really had to split our focus in thinking about building an engine, supporting it, being really kind of a tech company and a studio at the same time.
Yeah, that's the rumors. The rumors was with the slip space engine that they were having. They really didn't even understand it themselves because obviously Halo Infinite went through such a flux of creators and people working there. Obviously, they had the layoffs, which is unfortunate. And all that kind of stuff, but yeah, it was bringing on new people and trying to teach them how to use the slip space engine. Took like 6 months, I think, and then actually implementing the knowledge and the skills that they had was another learning curve. So it was just not realistic at all, especially when you're having such an influx of people working there.
Since we've made the change to shift to UE, we can bring Halo forward in ways that people have never seen before while still being true to what Halo is.
That's good. The only thing I'm worried about with the Unreal situation, obviously I'm really excited for it because the graphics, the styles, I think it's going to do very well with Halo because obviously most people, I haven't met anyone, so there's probably some people out there that love Halo 4 and 5 art style. I haven't met those people where it's like, oh, I wish they would just go back to 4 and 5, right? I love the direction they went with Infinite. I think that's one of the biggest successes they did, and that's gonna be, I think they can recreate that very well in UE and Unreal Engine 5.5 or whatever it is now. The biggest issue I have with Unreal, because I don't know these things, I'm not some engine nutty, is will it feel like Halo? Because I know that was like the whole concept of the slip space engine, I thought, was that the physics would be there already, right, from day one. So that's a big issue, right? Because Halo has a very unique playing style, a unique feel to it, and it needs to have that consistently. And I think it needs to have it even more than Infinite did. Even though Infinite felt amazing, it still could feel a little bit more like Halo, in my opinion. And then the even bigger thing is with Unreal Engine, are we going to be able to have Forge? Because you need to have, whenever you launch a multiplayer platform or game or whatever it is, Forge needs to be there day one, 100%.
The Foundry project was an effort to show ourselves how far we can push things.
And then also, oh my god, what engine do they use Master Chief Collection for? Do they use the Slip Space engine for that as well? Because what's going to happen to the MCC, right? Is that going to be brought over to Unreal? Wow, that's a lot.
New studio art director Chris came to me and said, hey, I have this crazy idea.
He said, hey, there's this thing called Project Foundry that I want to do.
Project Foundry. That sounds awesome.
Let's make it happen.
Foundry specifically is based around the same concept of the Foundry in Halo lore. It's the place where Halo rings are born.
Okay.
It's not.
Ooh, I'm getting a little shivers. Hold up.
A game.
Hold up. What is this?
Research project for our studio so we can prepare ourselves for the next steps of making Halo games.
Valhalla. Yo, this gives me Flood vibes. This is cool. Oh shit. Oh. Oh baby. Oh my god. This is way better. Way more Flood vibes. Holy fuck. Oh my god. Bro, Flood's coming back. Oh my god. Work in progress content rendered in Unreal Engine 5. Please tell me that 343 made these renderings and it wasn't some random ass company that they hired.
The original Halo franchise was a graphic.
Or sorry, Halo Studios. This is
showcase. Yeah. It was best in class. That's what Halo was when it first was released, and that's what Halo needs to be again.
Halo should be the most played game. It should be top 3 games played on Xbox every single month. If it's anything lower than that, it's a colossal failure in my opinion. Okay, these look like figurines. It looks cool. It does. Are we getting? Does this mean CE's confirmed? And does that mean it's going to PlayStation? Huh.
So once Project Foundry had been approved, we took the entire creative team and we ideated on 3 locations: something old, something new, and something really alien.
We had the Pacific Northwest, which is sort of traditional Halo.
It looks like Valhalla. It looks like CE. Yeah.
We were trying to shove as much full.
This looks a lot more beautiful than Infinite, though, at the end of the day, because the art style revolved around like the ring fracturing and the way they designed it. Obviously, the polygons looked really weird in the beginning, and then they updated it to make it look a little better, but it was just a little odd, a little Roblocky.
Foliage in there as humanly possible to make it
awesome.
Really feel like you're on a hike in the Cascades.
The Cold Lands, which was the second biome that we took on, it was more of a technical showcase where we could play.
It's like Snowbound almost. The red gave me like a Flood vibe, but this is sick.
Biome that we took on. It was more of a technical showcase where we could play with shaders.
Ooh, bro, the lighting. Unreal had saw their breakdown of the engine, the new update. The lighting systems are crazy. I might have to react to that on here.
You can play with deformable landscapes and terrains.
Damn.
Unreal affords us more opportunity than we've ever had in the past.
On the surface, it might just look all like snow, but how many layers of things combine to really give that winter look?
And then our third biome was the Blightlands, which is
the Blightlands
land.
I love it.
Completely taken over by the flood.
Yep.
I wanted to give our team the opportunity to really express.
Okay, I'm guessing these are just like teasers, right? To say, hey, this is what we're able to do. What would be really interesting if this was more exaggerated, because there's been rumors that there's multiple projects going on in the background with the Unreal Engine, but I didn't know if those rumors were true, that they're even going to the Unreal Engine. But now that it's been confirmed, are these perhaps like 3 different projects?
An alien world, a really alien world, taking something way further than they may have actually done in previous Halo games.
Yeah, because you hear about this in the books all the time, like these worlds that have been taken over by the flood. Oh my god, this would be so cool, bro. This would be so cool. And then you could have the fragments as Zeta Hell. So this is the issue I'm having right now, because obviously they're going to be switching to Unreal, so you can't really support the old games with this. You would have to bring them over and redo them somehow. There's just been a lot of hard work on 343's end, a lot of time that people have invested that love Halo into 4, 5, and 6, Halo Infinite, and Halo Wars. So it's like, what are we doing? Like, what's the direction, right? Are we just starting from scratch? Like, are we Halo 4, 5, 6? Did they ever happen? Because I mean, I could get behind, you know, a whole reboot, but give me some direction here.
What impressed me about watching the Halo team work in Unreal is how beautiful everything looks, how incredible the environment.
Okay, this looks like something out of Halo Infinite, honestly. This isn't like, I don't know.
Look, I don't think we've seen anything quite like it in Unreal Engine before.
Well, obviously in Unreal, we haven't seen anything in Unreal Engine before. Yeah, I don't know what to say, but like the art style is really cool, but I need something else.
Fortunately, we have a studio that's really passionate about Halo, about the look and the feel, and you know, I think there's a lot of hunger to really collaborate, to move forward together.
Foundry was an initiative that touched on every part of the creative process, everything from concept art, VFX, characters, vehicles, and weapons to make the future games of Halo.
Creating an asset, taking this design, now
this is CE. This is definitely a CE reboot.
we can really dig into material foundations.
Okay.
What is it actually made of? How is it physically accurate to the world? Now we get to take all the wonderful legacy assets that we
that's cool looking.
have, bring them to life, and bring them to today's standards.
He's not moving. He's frozen.
We are really excited to be not just working on multiple projects, but also expanding our studio.
As a lifelong Halo player.
Okay. And this will be a lot easier for them switching to Unreal is gonna be to make it a lot easier for Halo to unfortunately fire and then rehire people, because the access, the people that understand Unreal. But this is exciting news. Hopefully expanding their studio means that they're expanding on multiple projects and they're gonna be able to continue to work there and do their job and be successful, because we need stability, bro.
I think the game's only going to get
100%.
better when we get those new, unique perspectives and people bring in their expertise. And
hopefully they love Halo already. I'm gonna say that straight up. But I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know how many people are engineers for Unreal. You know, so I don't know.
Passion for the Halo franchise.
We are looking for new talent as the projects that we're working on kind of get further and further into their development cycles.
And it is great to be part of a team that's growing, because you can kind of see that force multiplied as people come in and take on challenges, and you can do more.
Imagine a place where you have the commitment that this is what we want to do, Halo games.
Bro, this guy sounds based as fuck. All right, let's see.
And create those experiences.
Yeah.
And you can express your talent, your
Hell yeah, baby.
creativity, and your professional ambitions in that place.
We're looking for designers, we're looking for artists, we're looking for engineers.
It feels like a new beginning for the studio in a lot of ways, and I think that's pretty rare.
And I think we arrived now at a point where you see the beginnings of people to start to believe in the process.
All right, so I'm about to do a lot of research because I don't really know exactly who's all there now, who's in charge at this point. I've kind of fell off. You know, I jump back in Infinite to get updates and stuff like that. But like, this is a different team. I don't see any really familiar faces of the original team that launched Infinite, which is interesting. Because I know a lot of people, if you're watching this video and you just hate the state that Halo launched at and how that process all went, which I agree with you, it sucked. These aren't the people that were making these false promises or, you know, delivering us these bad news. But like, unfortunately, you know, whatever, blah 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 happened. You know, no split screen co-op, all this kind of stuff. So no assassinations. You know, these are different people. So I mean, is it 343 reskin, or is it a whole new group that's been trying to work on Halo Infinite this whole time, and they were brought in the last hour? So I don't know, man.
There's so much momentum.
I'm gonna give this studio its fair shake. The first time when I first saw Halo Studios, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. It was like, okay, so we're gonna rebrand and have false, blind optimism on this, but it makes sense that this is actually a new studio
That we have right now, and focus and clarity on not just what we're building, but why we're building, and kind of this next phase of Halo.
The worlds that we're building, the stories that we're going after.
The potential at Halo right now is huge.
Yeah, that's definitely CE, bro. That's definitely CE. I have mixed feelings about this. I mean, it would be really cool to get CE for sure, and obviously it's already gonna happen, so nothing I say is gonna matter. But at the end of the day, like, we've had a CE remake, remaster so many times now. It's like, really, what are we doing? I think Halo 3 would have been a perfect place to remaster on Unreal Engine, honestly, because then you haven't had a Halo 3 remake to start with, and then on top of that, you could lean into let's go into Halo 4 with this new art style, do a remaster, and maybe a couple retcons, or maybe some extended story. Let us play out the full story of Halo 4 instead of getting Halo 4 half the story and then half the story in the books. It'd be really cool. It'd be a really cool kind of, it would symbolize how 343 would never finish the fight. And I mentioned this earlier because it just clicked in my head. Halo 343 never ever finished the fight. They would start a story, skip like the whole main part of it, and then go to like Halo 5, start a story, skip half of it, and then go to Halo Infinite. It's just irritating.
Halo Infinite was the last remnants of how we made Halo games in the past. That was our recipe. And what we're doing right now, we're changing that recipe.
I've heard that before. And I have optimism. I don't want to have hope, but unfortunately I'm a Halo fan. I have hope. This is awesome. It's really exciting, but I have a self mechanism built in where I always plan and expect, not expect, but plan for the worst. That way I can be prepared. And being a Halo fan, to say lightly, that's been done way too many times. A New Dawn. That's cute. I don't know why. I just thought they were about to. I was about to say Bungie. Halo Studios. That's nice. And it actually does make it nice too, because when I rant about Halo in the past, I could talk about 343 Industries. And I'm not talking about the guys that are currently making Halo, because at the end of the day, I don't want to be at the people that make Halo's throats, because I hope for the best, but I'm gonna be unfiltered and I'm gonna say my honest opinions. Let's see the top comment. How to make a solid Halo game. Step 1: don't release an unfinished game for the 3rd time in a row. Well, this would be the 4th time in the row, actually. But yeah, I'm pretty sure someone's gonna say that. Nope. To be honest, Halo 4 released on a full game. Yeah, but the problem with Halo 4 was the art style. That's the biggest grief. The multiplayer I've heard wasn't terrible. I didn't play it because I just played the campaign and the art style was just too jarring. I just switched over to something else. To sum it up, 343 name has been damaged so much that they want to rename it. That's what I was thinking too. It's like, really, y'all are just running from the pressure right now. But I can see realistically that they might feel like the people that are making Halo right now might feel like they got the unfair, like the people that are there now have it so much worse than 343 did in the beginning, because Bungie left it off where they could do their own thing. There was so much freedom, so many choices they could do. It wasn't like they were being joining a game, learning the systems, and then everyone, the leadership, getting fired, and you're standing around like, wait, who's the captain of the ship now? So I can I can sympathize with the people that are currently working there, because they also didn't create the business model that Infinite is. But then you can also say that's the reason that Infinite didn't, a lot of features never came out. And then you could blame Microsoft for making those fires in the first place. So there's blame to go all around for sure. But at the end of the day, I don't really want to play a blame game. I want to play Halo, right? I want to play a really good Halo game. Halo used to be the game. Feels like they have been a few years behind everyone else for a while now. Hopefully they can bring it back. And here's the thing: if their studio is big enough, I think Halo could be involved in a lot of different styles. I mean, we've already had, Halo is known for having different styles of gameplay in the multiplayer by itself. But here's the thing, I've said this before, I think that if you have Halo multiplayer experience spread out too much, and you don't have your core base focused on one sole online experience, that's going to be an issue for sure, because people want to play games with players, right, that love the game. And you don't want to be so spread thin, like having Halo MCC, Master Chief Collection over here, and having Halo Infinite over here. It's cool that you can do that, but I feel like MCC, and I know I might get a lot of hate for this, but I think MCC should be like campaign based, and they should bring those campaigns into Unreal somehow, which is a lot. But they should sell the campaigns for their own price, right? And then on top of that, you can have your own multiplayer game, quote unquote, launcher. And yeah, just do that. Just keep updating the multiplayer, have the multiplayer be free to play, and then have separate skins and stuff like that you can unlock by playing the campaign, and then separate skins that you can buy, right? Fuck, I don't know exactly how that business model would work really well. And then it's like, if people stop playing the multiplayer, are they gonna release a new one? I don't know. Man. Sum it up. Halo used to be the game. Yeah, we already talked about that. Graphics look cool, but it has to be story and gameplay that really make it breaks for me. Yeah, that's gonna be the motto. That's gonna be the thing going forward. So this was IGN's post of Halo Studios Unreal 5 update trailer. I don't know. I'm excited for it. I don't want to hate on it too much, for real, because like, yeah, I feel a type of way as a Halo fan, right? Seeing this, they changed their name to Halo Studios. I mean, what's that going to look like if they eventually, if Phil Spencer gets to a point in another, what has it been, 15 years, 10 years or whatever, and they decide to fire Halo Studios and bring in a different studio? That's going to look really, really bad. But yeah, I want to know more about why this group decided to change, because if it was just to get away from the hate, I mean, I don't really vibe with that. But if it's because they feel like they are a different studio at this point, I want to know more about the leadership. I want to know about the directions of these future projects that you're doing. Obviously, it looks like CE. If CE goes to PlayStation, Halo goes to PlayStation in general, what does that look like? If it was me and I was the CEO, and Halo had to go to PlayStation, you know what I would do? I would put Halo CE's campaign on PlayStation, the reboot, and then I would have the multiplayer strapped to Xbox and PC, 100%. I honestly think that if you want the Xbox to be relevant at all, you bring the multiplayer back to just the Xbox. And I'm a PC guy, right? But I don't own an Xbox anymore because I can play Halo on my fucking PC. So really, what else reason is there to have an Xbox? Like, I can play all my Xbox games on the PC, and then I just buy a PS5. So if you want an Xbox to be selling, there's only one way to do that, and it's to bring Halo back to the Xbox, in my opinion. And I always like to think about these big mind business things. But yeah, this is my reaction to this overall topic. I'm going to cover this a little bit more in depth, probably listen to what other people have to say. because I'm not some insider, right? I'm just a guy that loves Halo. At the end of the day, that's straight up all I am. So, yeah. But my name is Trey Swish. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace, and guess what? Spartans never die. Let's go, baby.